I'm going to reconstruct my recent 5125 5-line DNF. It's my first 5-line attempt, ever, from including memorization and execution. I've practiced with only execution and not really with memorization before, so this is what the DNF ended up as. It was 4 wings and a bunch of center bars and some additional centerpieces. So it was, after doing the reconstruction, I found out there was one wrong center comm and one execution, one extra slice move somewhere. So that was a bit dumb. My memo and recall were completely correct. There was one tracing error, which I'll go through later, but I managed to fix it. So, yeah, whatever. Okay, this was a scramble. The first mistake was actually in the very first comm I did, so it was here and here. Okay, so my execution order was my execution order and memo order are basically the same. So it's T centers and X centers, then wings, then midges and corners. For this scramble, I quickly traced the corner parity before doing the wings and midges and corners. So I traced the corner parity without memorizing it yet. Then there was parity, so I did the wings with the UFUL pseudo swap. Then midges also with the UFUL swap. Then corners at the end. Actually, no, I think I memoed corners first. Because this one I'm used to for 3 blind. Something like that. It's been a while. It's been nearly 2 weeks. I don't remember. Yeah, anyway, so execution was more or less same order. So here, here, here. What I did was the inverse comm. So it's D to set up, D prime to set up. So as you can see, these are not solved. The correct one should have been wait, this is this case. So here, just the inverse of that. And then coming back to this one, next one was a FR standard mover. Then OX. I'm not sure what the best for this is, but whatever. So that was one more setup into a mover. Then ST a mover. And H also a mover. KD. So I don't exactly remember what I did. Probably rotated for that. And then setup. No need to set up, just do the mover. JP. W I then QV. And finally this two. I think I did that to set up. So T centers all correct except for that one inverse comm right at the very start. Then our X centers, no mistakes here. First one here. So like the other ones told me you should like try to not break into the what do you call this? The white pieces. Since I use UFR buffer for accenters, if you do that, then like if you leave them to the end, then that usually reduces the number of cycle breaks. In this case, I don't remember whether it was for T centers or accenters, but like for one of them, I retraced in a different order to get rid of the cycle breaks. Probably both. I don't remember. Anyway, so R2 set up into a mover. Then break. Send this. Then here, and here. You set out into a mover. Then bring it to here. And R prime set up a mover. Then yeah, so this was one of the places where I traced in a different order to avoid the cycle break. So like I could have gone from here to here, like this is my usual order, but then they'll immediately close the cycle. And there's no choice because this is the last orange piece. So I chose to go to here instead. So W L and S X here set up, then a mover, and T J and finally F A. Hey, wait, hold up. Oh, I forgot to undo the setup just now. Okay. There. Then, yeah, at this point, there was just this tree wrong. Still only those three wrong. Midges, wings now. Here. I don't do the line mover there. Like for line solving, usually I do the comms using a flip rather than like one move set out into a mover. But for sighted solving, I do that. So yeah. So this one is here. Flip this. Slice, undo, flip, undo, slice. Then here, D2 setup. Then at this point, so I usually memo in chunks of like 4 letters, which is 2-letter pairs. Then I realized during like when I was nearly done with my wing memo, I actually skipped one letter here in my first memo pass, or like my original memo pass rather. It was not one pass, it was a lot of passes because I'm bad. So I skipped this one, and at the end I noticed there was a 2-cycle from here to here with the UFUL pseudo swap. So this was 2-cycle here. So I decided to insert another chunk of 4 in here to fix the missing letter. So rather than doing parity with this target and having to do another parity for fixing these two, I just essentially did 2 comms here. So the missing letter was this, then break into here, then these two, then resume the original memo. Again, here to here, I do the flip commutator. Then here to here to here. Then here to here, because I'm doing a UFUL swap, so this goes here and here. This was where the second mistake was. Like at this point, then I was dumb. I did an extra undo interchange. I already did a undo interchange just now, so yeah. And just for the sake of demonstration, I'm not going to do that mistake here, else then it will look kind of messy. Then here, here, here. I think that was the setup I used. Maybe no, there's no setup, it's already an mover. That, then here, 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 setup. Then here, here, date. And finally in this two. Yeah, so aside from that one extra slice move, also all correct here. Then midges, basically the same as what I do for 3 blind, more or less. SRS. Then GI. So I just did the turbo thing where I brought the edges to the top. And these two. Oh, that was not the comm I did. All I did was this to set up. Then that. Then cycle break here, here. And finally this U pump thingy. Oops, wrong one. Then corners, yeah, just OP kind of stuff. X, then V, then here I notice I can do a comm, like normal A mover, so I did that. Then this one, annoying target. And the last two, another comm there. So the mistake was like, this is extra slice move over here. And I'll frame. Yeah, the very first center comm was the inverse comm. That's too bad. Yeah, just a recon of my 5-plane DNF. And 51.25.